It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
And good morning once again to you. Hey, it's Thursday. That's exciting, isn't it, Diana?
Yeah. What's more exciting is that you had a birthday the other day. So how was it?
It was you know what? It was a normal day. You know what my kids did? They actually made a card for me and wrote really nice things in there. And I think they were doing it.
Sweet.
I know they've never done that before. I think they were doing it just to make me cry, which it did. So that was nice. So that was nice.
That's amazing. Well, I'm glad you had a good day. You had a ton of birthday wishes on the messages on Facebook that I saw the other day. So a lot of people love you out there.
Well, Facebook is a good place for that. So I'll get to everybody with a thank you or a like at least. But it's a lot of clicks, so it takes me a while. But I do appreciate that. We have great people in the Ozarks who have been very good to Sarah and me, so we're grateful. All right, we're going to do some news this morning. Diana Tyndall from Modern Day Marketing is back with me. Sarah's still in Egypt. She'll be home over the weekend, so we'll see her next week. But let me tell you about what's happening in the news to start with.
Okay.
The grades are in for area hospitals. 2 local hospitals received an A grade. They are Mercy Springfield and Citizens Memorial in Bolivar. Cox Health in Branson received a grade of B, and Cox Health in Springfield received a grade of C. The grades come from a group called Leapfrog, which is a nonprofit that looks at hospitals twice a year, I believe, and rates them based on things like accidents, injuries, mistakes, and infections. So those are the scores for our hospitals right now.
Good to know.
And perhaps we now know why the city of Springfield kept pushing back the deadline to receive bids to work on the Jefferson Avenue footbridge, because only one bid came in. Just one bid.
Wow.
And it's for $9.9 million. So the city extended the deadline twice, I think trying to get more bids. We know the city is getting $8 million for this work from the state of Missouri to work on the footbridge, to fix it. It's been shut down for several years, deemed unsafe. There's another $300K set aside for that work, but no word on how the rest of the money will come in, how it will be paid for. That footbridge, as you know, crosses more than a dozen railroad tracks up by Commercial Street and was built in 1902. It hasn't been used for 10 years or so.
Wow. Well, interesting to know. I know when I worked for the city, we had to have a minimum of 3 bids, or at least to be able to spend more than $5,000. To spend between $2,000, I think $1,999 I could get away with spending on my own without having city approval or own fax bid.
Right.
But yeah, just having one bid isn't near enough. So. Okay. Well, yesterday, we told you about the toll bridge, speaking of bridges, over the Lake of the Ozarks becoming a free bridge. Well, just one day later, scammers are trying to rip people off when it comes to tolls. Scammers are texting people claiming to be with Missouri Tolls and that they have unpaid balance, trying to rip them off. It is obviously a scam, so please ignore these texts if you've received one.
It's amazing how the criminals are on top of everything, it seems.
They're so smart. Sometimes I actually believe them. And internet service. Yeah, we don't need to go into that because I've been scammed plenty of times. But internet service was knocked out to the Bolivar Public Safety Center this week. Tuesday night, a car crashed into a power pole, knocking out the internet. But good thing, 911 center, police, and fire were all able to keep operating. So that is good news. And,
that's good. We all, it seems, live and die by the internet these days. Everything's connected to the internet, for better or worse, power grids and the like, which make them super vulnerable. So it's good to know that. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, especially 911, being able to reach them. I learned something earlier this week about the 911, at least the Greene County 911 Office of Emergency Management, of how long it takes to train a 911 employee.
Oh, yeah?
How long do you think it takes, Ethan?
To train a 911. You take
to
all
onboard.
kinds of different calls.
You're on board and launched.
So like 3 months.
No. 8 to 10 months.
Is that right?
Isn't that remarkable? 8 to 10 months,
Wow.
and they work usually a 10-hour shift. So that's, I mean, to me, it gave me a lot of respect for when you're calling. I mean, if you've ever had to call 911, and I've had to a handful of times, gives you a lot of respect for those on the opposite side of the phone. But
well, I know it's a stressful job. It can be a very stressful job because of all the different, and you got to be ready for every type of situation that happens on your watch. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. God bless them.
Yeah.
Branson's newest fire station is now up and running. Ribbon cutting held yesterday. It's located in the southwestern part of town and intended to cut down on response times in that area. The $5 million fire station was paid for by a sales tax that residents voted for back in 2017. So there you go.
Great. Good.
And we told you that the state of Kansas was trying to woo the Kansas City Chiefs over the state line into Kansas, but apparently not trying too hard because lawmakers ended their legislative session this week without passing a bill that targeted the Chiefs like they were hoping to. Chiefs ownership has said they are looking at options outside of Arrowhead Stadium after voters said no to paying for improvements at the stadium. So the Chiefs saga continues.
Wow. Well, congratulations are in order to Kimberling City Police Chief Todd Limoni. He was just named Outstanding Police Chief of the Year in the state of Missouri. The honor came from the Missouri Police Chiefs Association. Chief Limoni took over the Kimberling City Department in 2021 after the previous chief and every single officer left the force. He had to rebuild it from scratch, and he has apparently done a really good job at it. So congratulations to him. I hope I pronounced your name right. Oh my goodness. That's what an honor. What an honor.
That's not an easy job, rebuilding a police department and getting the trust of the people again.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, speaking of congratulations also to Dake Wells Architecture. It just won the Small Business Award from the Springfield Area Chamber of Commerce. It employs 35 people and has an office in Kansas City, and Dake Wells started 20 years ago. Congratulations, guys. What an honor.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're doing a great job over there for sure. Also doing a great job. Congratulations to Silver Dollar City. It was just named the #1 theme park in America by readers of USA Today. And You may recall this sounds familiar because, yes, it happened last year in a row as well. It's the second year in a row that SDC has been named the #1 theme park in the country, which is so cool. Today, if you're looking for a place to go, Silver Dollar City kicks off its Bluegrass and Barbecue Festival. Then in later this summer, the Ozark Mountain Summer Celebration begins. It goes from June 8th to August 4th. So a lot of fun happening at Silver Dollar City. And they had a birthday yesterday, too. I didn't realize that.
Really?
I saw it online. So I don't know which. I don't know what number. They didn't say. But Silver Dollar City and I share a birthday, which is cool.
Oh, that's so special. That's cool. Well, it's a really fun place to take your family and friends.
It is. Yep.
Even clients, I'm sure, customers. Well, more news about our economy, and it seems Americans are concerned about how things are going. As inflation continues to stay high, U.S. consumer confidence dropped in April. Surprise, surprise, but it dropped to its lowest level in about 19 months. That is the third month in a row our confidence in our economy has decreased.
Yeah, that's not good. You keep waiting for inflation to go down, and it has somewhat. But then it was up again a couple of months ago, and it was a surprise to analysts who thought it would go down more. So, yeah, it's tough. Everything costs so much money. It's unbelievable.
Can I just talk to you a minute about heavy whipping cream?
Hey, listen, I buy it.
I'm a little bougie, and I don't do half and half in my coffee in the morning. I do heavy whipping cream. So judge me.
You splurge. So do I.
But oh my word. It's like $5 to $7.
Yes.
It makes me want to buy half and half.
I'm not to that point, but I get it at Sam's and Costco, and at Sam's it's cheaper. At Costco it's a name brand and it's organic. At Sam's it's cheaper, but it's a half. They sell it in half gallons now. I used to get quarts because that'll with real whipping cream, half gallon will get you by a while.
Well, it works well until the family mixes it up and they put that in their Cheerios, and then they blame me, and they're like, "What? It looks the same as the milk carton," and I'm like.
So they put heavy whipping cream in their Cheerios.
Yes, they did. Man. I mean, they wasted a solid $2 on that.
Oh man, I would have just held the cereal back and poured the bowl in. And
I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, I would have done that. A little
sweeter. Oh man, yeah, that's you're pouring that money right down the drain.
Literally.
Well, maybe you've seen this on your last visit to Sam's Club, because I sure did. The club store is utilizing artificial intelligence to get people out of the store more quickly. Apparently, one of the biggest complaints Sam's gets is about the wait time in line to get out of the store after you check out. There's usually a worker there that has to check your receipt, count your items, make sure that matches what's in your carts, you're paying for what you're taking out. Right now they have a camera system above and on the sides that you walk through, and it is supposed to capture everything in your cart and make sure somehow that it matches your receipt. I don't know, but it happened to me the first time. I was just in there this week, and I think I made it easy on AI because I only had 5 items in my cart. And I walked through and I got ready to hand my phone, actually, because my receipt's on my phone, to the lady, and she said, "Oh, you're good." And I said, "Oh, okay." And I just kept walking. So AI must have given her a green light on me and said that I got this one. I'll take care of this one. But that's what's going to be happening at Sam's Clubs. 20% of stores, those are in right now, and all of them by the end of the year.
Wow. Yeah, I haven't gotten on that boat yet, but it's bound to happen. I'm old school.
Well, you don't control it. They do.
I know. You know what I mean? That's what's so crazy. But then I'm like, I got to get out of here. Hurry up. I've been in Sam's Club for already an hour.
I know.
Sampling. And
it's sampling. That's right.
Yeah. Trying to find my heavy whipping cream. Anyways. All right. Well, we do have a new contest to win tickets. Obviously, you guys have been hearing us talking about this all week. But Arts Fest 2024, it's one of my favorite events that Springfield puts on. It's truly amazing, put on by the Arts Council. You don't have much time to enter. Today, I think, is the last day through 10 a.m. this morning. So hurry up and enter. Go to aroundtheozarks.com or get the free Around the Ozarks app for your smartphone, and you can enter that way. Arts Fest obviously is this weekend, so enter now. Unless you're listening to this after 10 a.m., then I am so sorry.
Then you're out of luck.
You do not have a chance.
But if you are listening, that's right, we're already drawn the winner. But if you're listening after 10 a.m., I do have a contest that you can win, and it's a Mother's Day contest because we're doing that as well, also at aroundtheozarks.com. We are giving one mother or someone who is going to give it to mother a $150 gift card for a flower arrangement provided by the Flower Merchant. Also, a $50 gift card to Civil Kitchen. So flowers and dinner on us if you win this contest. So make sure you go to aroundtheozarks.com, get the Around the Ozarks app for your smartphone. You can enter there as well, and that's where you'll also get all the podcasts. So it's one-stop shopping, really.
Awesome. All
right. Well, it's Thursday. We're moving toward Friday. Does it feel like a long week to you?
It does. So many ways.
This is extra work for you. You're not used to this.
Getting
up this early.
I am not
doing this. So thank you for filling in for Sarah. And hope everybody has a great day out there. We will see you right back here Friday morning, and we're excited about it. See you then.
Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Thursday. It is May 2nd, and we are waking up with temperatures in the 60s this morning. It's going to be a warm day in the Ozarks with a high temperature of 76 degrees here in Springfield. What we also have today, though, are widespread showers and a few thunderstorms that are in the forecast. Those are going to move on to the radar later today. So dry for the morning drive almost everywhere here in the Ozarks. And then by the lunch hour, that situation will change. So grab the rain gear. That's what you want to make sure you have with you as you head out the door this morning. I have widespread showers and thunderstorms, a couple chances for a few strong storms today. Primarily, that's going to happen up in our northwestern counties, closer to the Stockton region. A few strong storms capable of producing some gusty winds and some hail. But for the most part, the risk across the Ozarks today is flooding. We had too much rainfall over the weekend. Many folks had some issues with flooding, and now with more rain on the way, that could be an additional problem as we head into the course of the afternoon. I have widespread showers and thunderstorms that are still out there through this afternoon and evening, and then another round that moves through late tonight into Friday. And overall, I'm seeing a very active pattern that sets up for the Ozarks. Good rain chances today, and heavy rain will be possible at times. So remember, turn around. Don't drown. Heavy rain is expected for parts of the Ozarks today that get underneath some of those stronger thunderstorms. And this heavy rain threat extends all the way clear up into Wisconsin, back up through Iowa, and all the way south from Arkansas to Texas to Louisiana. It's a widespread portion of the country today that's going to have these torrential downpours. We still have lots of available moisture. And if that all comes at once, of course, flooding is likely going to be the headline. If you live in a flood-prone area, if you had some issues with flooding from the weekend or some residual flooding even after, just know the ground is saturated and we've had a little bit too much water this week already. So there could easily be some spots that see too much water too quickly, and flooding could be the case by the time we get to this afternoon and evening, and especially after dark when some of those areas are more difficult to see. I just want to urge everyone to be very cautious on the roadways. Even though we have the rain chances and thunderstorms in the forecast today, the south wind is going to keep us very warm. South winds gusting to 20, maybe even 30 miles an hour by this afternoon. That's going to keep our high temperature in the mid and upper 70s across the region. So the rain's not going to cool us down too much. This unsettled weather pattern, well, the rain chance looks really good today. I have additional chances for rain in the forecast on Friday. Even more chances Saturday, Sunday, even into Monday of next week. Unsettled weather is going to persist, and this means even more rain in spots. So flooding at top of the mind, even rainfall amounts just Thursday and Friday, it could be a half inch, an inch of additional rain chances, and localized spots could see an additional 2 inches of rainfall, which would be too much, too fast. So flash flooding along low-lying areas is going to be likely, and we could see some rapid rises along some of our area waterways. So that's important too. Anybody eyeing the weekend and making your outdoor plans, we may have to move some of those plans around depending on where all the water goes. As far as additional rainfall, I think the best chances for seeing some of the higher rain totals are going to be from Springfield and points westward. That's where moisture looks a little bit better, but even places like West Plains, Rolla, Branson, we all have a chance for some good widespread soaking rain showers. And as I said, up to 2 inches of isolated rain is possible just through Friday. Saturday also looks like a pretty good chance for rain. And then by Monday of next week, I see some signal that we could see a few strong storms back in the region. High temperature today, I'm going 76 degrees for the Springfield area, widespread rain and storms and all sorts of cloud cover. By Friday, we're talking about temperatures that are still in the mid 70s. I have 77 for the high temperature on Friday. Likely more dry time during the day on Friday, but additional chances for showers and thunderstorms exist both Saturday and Sunday of the weekend. We're going to be dodging some showers and storms here. These are springtime showers and storms, so the waves of rain kind of come and go, and then you'll have dry time in between. So not total washouts for the weekend, but definitely we'll have a good deal of wet weather in the Ozarks. Around the country, what's making headlines? Well, it's the severe weather chances and excessive rainfall concerns. We're included in the excessive rainfall, and that severe weather is just back to our northwest. This is for the central and southern plains today and tomorrow, for the Mississippi Valley as well. Cool and snowy weather in the northwest and above average temperatures are making headlines for the central and eastern United States. We're kind of stuck in this pattern where the middle of the country is stormy, the East Coast is hot, and the West Coast is staying active and rather cool for this time of the year. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question that I have for you today. This is kind of a fun one. Have you ever heard of this? Are you a gardener? Which plant puts out a chemical that prevents other plants from growing near them? The options that I gave you were A, a snapdragon, B, a sunflower, C, sisu trees, or D, saguaro cacti. I had never heard this before, but it does make sense because I feel like you see them in big fields full of them. It's B, sunflowers. They release a special chemical that's fairly effective at helping the species fend off competitors that try to weasel their way into the growing territory. This is a natural plant-to-plant defense. Kind of interesting. So that is why sunflowers are sometimes good to plant around gardens, things like that, because they fend off other species. You don't want to get them too close because you don't want them to fend off your garden that you're trying to grow. But sunflowers, B, is the answer today. Congrats if that was your guess. Here's the question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. In 1826, pharmacist John Walker accidentally invented what he called, quote, friction lights. Today, they go by another name. What do you think that is? Friction lights. Here are the options. A, glow sticks. B, strobe lights. C, sparklers. Or D, matches. You can submit your guess. You do that at aroundtheozarks.com. While there, we've also got you covered on all the weather information that you need to know. Thank you so much for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather this morning. And thank you to our sponsors, Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. I hope you have a fantastic start to the day. Enjoy the dry morning drive because by this afternoon, I think we're dealing with some torrential downpours, maybe some hail and high wind and some of the stronger storms, but flash flooding, a possibility today. So make sure you're staying up to date on the forecast. I'll be back to check in with you early tomorrow morning. Everyone have a fantastic day.